It's a Saturday night horror review. This one's a comic book. And Gold Key, Spotlight. The Occult Files of Dr. Spektor. I have referred you to this in the past on my horror comic book collections. If you've never seen that, click those. I show off my whole collection. Anyway, so this is one of the books from the collection. They only made 25 issues. This is from the late 70s, and this one in particular wasn't even part of the Dr. Spektor run. This was the Spotlight run. And this is number 8. Came out in August 1977. It's called A Lion in the Streets. And this one I wasn't too fond of. So Dr. Spektor is an occult pundit. He dips into his files and retells stories about how he encounters like werewolves and mummies and evil brains, and at one point he even encounters the ancestor of Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Jekyll. And so let's get into this. This is the opening page right here, the opening cover. And it starts off in Africa, where hunters capture the she-tigress, as you could see here. It's a half woman, half tiger. Actually, she's a lion, if I'm not mistaken. And they capture her, and you find out that they're just not safari hunters. They're not hunting her. They capture her for the circus to exploit her. Meanwhile, her lover, Simbar, he's the lion king of this area. He's a half human, half lion. He's pissed off. He sees that she gets captured, and he ends up like climbing the plane, and they're like, oh, we should capture him. Oh, too late, we're taking off. He falls down. They think he's dead. Anyway, they take Joan, which is the she-tigress, back to exploit her in the circus. Meanwhile, we meet up with our boy, Dr. Spektor. Guess what he's doing? It's like every issue he's meeting a new babe. He's courting a new chick again. And, it's like all this guy does is read ancient grimoires and get his dick wet. And this is a rebound date, too. He's like, oh, my ex-chick jilted me, and I don't know if I love you. And she's like, it's okay if you don't love me. Look at this stupid line. He's like, I got cotton candy. He's eating cotton candy and she's eating a hot dog. He's like, darn, I've got cotton candy in my beard. Maybe I should have shaved it off. And no, Adam, it gives you dignity and character. Since when does cotton candy give you dignity? Eating it doesn't even give you dignity. Let alone, oh wait, maybe she's talking about the beard or something. Either way, it's stupid. Anyway. So, he stumbles across to the circus exhibit because they're already at the amusement park in Riverdale. And actually it's called Riverside Amusement Park. Anyway, and the whole crowd just, they call her Madame Lioness. And he's just spellbounded by the possibility that this could be a real lioness. But the crowd jeers and scoffs, and they're in disbelief of the whole thing. They think it's a fake, a fraud. But he's like, I don't know. Maybe it isn't, though. Let's go to the next picture. These are the amusement park guys, the circus ringmasters who capture all the animals. Anyway, the circus left town. They're on the train. Simbar tries to recapture her, his lover, but he fails. And so he ends up hooking up with Dr. Spektor. He's like, you gotta help me, man, because I helped you with that werewolf curse that one time. He's like, you're right. So he helps him. He goes to Spektor Manor, and he beseeches him for help. Anyway, so then the circus is like, man, they don't even believe that she's a real lioness. So they're like, we gotta create an elaborate spectacle. And so, with their innovativeness, they come up with the Ring of Fire, as if that's original. There's a bunch of cliche phrases in this, too. It's kind of bad writing, overall. Untrained, Joan is the lioness. They're like, jump through this fire and hurdle through this hoop. And she's like, no. and she ends up knocking it down and causing a whole fire. And then there's a huge brawl with they unleash the tigers on her on stage, and they get into this huge fight. It's freaking hilarious. Anyway, Simbar joins in but Joan ends up dying by the tigers, and so he's completely enraged. He even at one point, I even got a picture here. Hold on. Behold this. Because he's got the animal instinct, he can't control it. He almost ends up mauling Dr. Spektor, as you can see here. But Dr. Spektor finds the human in him, and he reasons with him. He's like, yo, we'll just call the police on him. Don't destroy me. I'm your friend. And the police show up, and Spektor convinces them to press charges for wrongful kidnapping and who the heck knows. Anyway, like I said, another thing that was totally incongruous is Dr. Spektor. He's always in this black suit and like bow tie, and he's at the amusement park. Like, who goes to the amusement park in a bow tie? It's just completely awful. You're like, how would he even run into this shit? Anyway, overall, this issue sucked. There's a lot better issues than this one. It isn't even a part of the official 25-book comic book series of Dr. Spektor, like I said, because it's a spotlight issue. Anyway, tune in next Saturday for another random review. It might be a VHS, it might be sci-fi, it might be horror, it might be another comic book, or it might be another paperback novel. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. This was JBN from Mr. Creepshow 9. Subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, share it, and I thank you for all your support. I'm out.